each time I keep moving this up a little bit. So I moved it up a little bit. I don't know. I think it's more straight now. But anyways, so yeah, they have these ceremonies and they do them on a regular thing. They all do them together. They do the same stuff. Um, I don't know. It's really creepy. But anyway, so she said there's a whole huge thing going in the UK right now of all these people are being exposed, like the parliament's falling down, and it's all a lot of it's playing out on X. And then to me, what on TikTok when I've been on there, which I haven't been on there very much, and I'm always appreciative when Amy sends me videos because um, if I'm on there, it's just like dog stuff, dog stuff, dog stuff, and it just drains me. Um, but I would see a few different things, but it kept being like the plane stuff, the plane stuff, the plane stuff, and this is impossible, and so there's things playing out like supernatural, metaphysical, otherworldly things that are playing out because that is what's playing out. It's like it's like dreams and stuff. My stomach is growling. uh, that is one thing. I don't know. The food thing. Is, there's just certain things that are just kind of a pain. Living in the garage. Like I haven't been making cookies. I had like have cookies with my tea and stuff. I was thinking about today maybe trying to make some biscotti or something. Um, but then the weird thing with time, and I just saw a guy saying, I can't believe it's still January. It's been about a year. How can this much stuff happen? And it is, it's like time is so weird right now. But it's like everything in our energy is vibrating so hard. And I see weird shit all the time. I hear weird shit. I can feel things that I never felt before. Like, uh, feeling helicopters, feeling planes. It's weird. And I don't know. It's just like to me, it's not like the event, but it could be like something really spectacular. But I don't think it's the event where all the people leave. That's what I don't think. I think that there's a whole bunch of stuff that happens before that. Because what would be the point of all of this if it didn't? Like, why would they be slowly trying to wake people up if there wasn't a point to waking the people up? Like, they know way more than what we know. We don't know shit. We're just trusting. They just want us to trust them, trust the sign, trust this, trust that. Take this, take that, eat this, eat that, and breathe this, breathe that. My mom being sick yesterday, and the dog's getting the sickness, and I'm like, I swear to God, it's the fog, and I haven't had the stomach flu. Like whatever's in their fog, I haven't had the stomach flu since I got here. Now I was having it constantly over there. Like, oh my God, I know that whatever the poisons were over there, they were getting to me. I think they were getting to Stella too. So it was in need of a change to get out of that region, because we have certain things that we're all being blasted with. And over here, whatever this new one is, to me, it's like so orange, man. And the sky, like there's a denseness and there's color variations. Oh, when I stopped this, when I went to go look at the download and see, it was just on 1%. Because see, if I'm not on there, I'm on here. So as soon as I get off of here, then I'm gonna get back onto just the downloading and stuff. So this is probably my last one. Maybe I'll do another one this afternoon too, once I've been up and more things happen or something. Because I think there's going to constantly be things happening. But right now they're trying to get, his team in there. And they got to go up against the monsters of Senate and Congress. But all this, don't forget, is going to be exposing the government. Everybody's going to be discarding the government. We don't want it. We don't need it and stuff. So, and all these people are coming in to expose stuff. So yeah, all these people are freaking out because the House of Cards is about to fall, and and everything is going to be being exposed, but it's us and our outrage, us and our not wanting this and not wanting that is what creates the change. Not just like they're just showing us we're the ones that create the change. We're the ones who have to say no, 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 no. We want clean water. We want clean food. We don't want to be run by, these big farms with the pH. We don't want to be run by these big corporations and shit. We want to be able to go and do what we want to do. Who cares if we don't have a bunch of stuff to drag around with us? That can be just a bunch of dead weight. We need to be able to have freedom for experience, freedom for movement, freedom to go and live our lives and spontaneously go do the things we want to do when we want to do them, and learn how to have joy, learn how to enjoy experience, and learn from the people around us and stuff. So that's this, the stage of development that we are going into. And so it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, all of a sudden the event happens and everybody just leaves. It's like, well, there's a lot of stuff leading up to this whole part about this mind expansion, this awakening, is seeing yourself for your true self, seeing people that you didn't think were one way, all of a sudden seeing them in a very different way. Like, all these things are all set to play out. So it doesn't make any sense that all of a sudden stopped. So to me, the big event that is the turning point for us, that is this big awakening thing, and it could be all this slow stuff. It may just continue just being just outrageous slow stuff for a while. And at some point, something is going to be lights on. Something is going to drive the people to see themselves. There still has to be that part. And what was that? Because Alice was saying there's a lot of threats of the WW3 going down over there, and which would affect the whole world, and if that's what they are going to do, but that's not what's going to happen. I mean, they can't even do that. I mean, we've got all these airports and stuff that are being guarded by ships and stuff. Like, they are making a stand against the corruption too. Like, the corruption is ending. It's like this universal thing. This is the ending. The energy is ending. And it does hold on for dear life. But it was this morning for sure. When I got up, I felt like this I felt like rejuvenated or something. Like, maybe just having the awareness and looking at myself, crying it out, then being like, okay, I'm determined. I'm going to, not be bothered by this stuff. I'm going to, go with the flow more, not being, whatever, so tense on the moves. Like, I'm running from vomit to this to that. Like, Archie's over there peeing. And it's like, oh my God. And so anyways, but yesterday it was so much calmer. Everything felt so much more peaceful. My videos were going on, and it was weird to go upstairs and everything start glitching. Like, I don't even know. Like, there's definitely something going on with that. But everything just felt better. And so I don't know. It feels like I don't know, maybe we just get pockets of this energy that come in where everything feels just so good. Like, fuck, man, it feels great right now. And then we get hopeful, like, oh, maybe this is it. Maybe this is how things are going to stay for a while. And then we get knocked back by some more nonsense dragging its way through this. The density that is being let go of, because we're letting go of density. That's why this other vibration is like fast, man. You can feel it. It's like you feel it in your whole body, and it feels like a helicopter. Like, when that helicopter went over, and I could feel it in my whole body, which was the weirdest sensation. But I was like, this is what the energy is like here now. It's just like this fast. And so, but the people who are very three-dimensional thinking and stuff like that, because there's literally people who are more comfortable with control, Like, they appreciate the government control, which that is one thing in that girl's QHHT thing where she said there's no government, the government's gone. I totally believe that. I totally believe that Donald's not here to take over. He's here to take it down. For us to see, like, oh, we don't need that, oh, we don't need that, we don't need that, and get us down to community. He's brought it up so many times. You know, we need to be down to a state, we need to be down to community, we need more people who are citizens that are willing to be a part of building their communities and stuff. But so many people are overburdened by how much they have to work, and they're beat down by how they feel about themselves. But see, all those things are in the shift. Those are all things in the awakening. And those are all things that the universe gives you an opportunity to find yourself, to see yourself. And the people that go on that journey, that go towards it, that they are going towards this this gift of God, or this heaven on earth period of time. They're going towards something that's really going to be great. But it's but like how she made, like, all the people weren't going just because they didn't want to help the earth, or didn't want to whatever. It was very strange, because I would think that the people who aren't going, it's either that they are done with this incarnation and the lessons and they're coming in as a new incarnation, or that they are going home, or going home to, you know, learn or experience another aspect of who they are. And so I think that there's going to be a lot of different things going on, but it's not like people are doing the wrong thing or abandoning the earth. I think a lot of people are going to be coming in, and I don't think it's going to be 15%. I think it's going to seem, you know, like there's less people, and we're going to be doing things differently. But it's also going to be periods of time. Like, we're probably going into a period of time right now where a lot of people are going to be dying from the sicknesses, which is really going to drive home the fact that we're being poisoned, which is going to outrage more people. Because remember, all of the different death and loss is to create the outrage, so that we want change, we demand change, we see through the bullshit. And so we got to go through that. So I think there's going to probably be a lot more people who are going to, you know, I mean, they're bringing in the TB now. Like, they're getting serious. They've got more of this bullshit. Like, and they've been, you know, hitting us with so much stuff. Just think about that fucking mouse deer situation. What was that one called? Hunter's disease. I don't know. They are constantly bringing in this shit, Lyme, all this stuff. They're constantly trying to make us sick. So they've brought in a couple of new things. So there's gonna be stuff happening. More of these plane crashes and stuff too. More disasters. More, you know, nightclub, malls, movies. Anywhere where people are at, there's going to keep being in it. And at some point, it won't just be the instigators. There was a certain energy that was created that a lot of people are carrying. A lot of people have got a lot of dark attachment energy. And the problem is with the dark attachment energy is that they feed into your thought process. And so people start, you know, ruminating on, you know, I'm going to go, God, these people, I hate them, I'm gonna go hell, you know. And then plus, I think they put them in a frequency through their mind control system, and they feed messages into them. And so, and that's the whole thing too, with behind schizophrenia and all that stuff. Like, there's a lot of this stuff that they are doing. And so creating through this mind control and stuff, and through different medications. Oh, what was that one? There was something that I just heard, and now they say, oh, it crosses the blood-brain barrier. See, they want mind control over us. I can't remember what it was, but all their stuff is invasive. It's not things that we want in us. You know, we got to get away from this stuff. But also I wanted to say, you know, in the case of like Alice or whatever, you know, and you realize you're born into this, and you were, you know, a theme, or, you know, some kind of, I see it like a prize or a toy or something. When you realize like you have this weird role in your family and that they're involved in this kind of stuff, you gotta remember, everybody's gotta remember everything that you are realizing and stuff is all about stuff for you to heal. It's all for you to see, to understand, because all this stuff can be healed. You're not bound to anything. You're bound to your storyline, and some people are leaving at different times. But if you're on a healing journey, these are the things you're here to overcome. And the healing journey is the one that leads into the age of Aquarius. And I think the people have that inside of them. They know, like, I need to work on this. I need to heal this. I need to look at this different. I need to, it's like programmed into you. And the people who don't have it programmed into them, either they're not awake yet to that, which will happen during the awakening, or they're leaving, you know, like my mom constantly, like, I'm in a rapture. Don't forget I'm in a rapture. I'm in a rapture. And so that, that, you know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a group that's going to rapture out of here. There's a big group, then there's going to all of a sudden, there's their clothes, they're all gone. I don't know. Like that, like I said, it's been in the movies and stuff, so I don't know if that's what they're going to do, but I do know there's going to be these periods of time, like, where there's going to be a lot of sickness, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to leave, there's going to be a lot of people wanting to do themselves in during the time of reflection, because it's going to be so intense, and people are going to be so disgusted with themselves. They're going to feel so much shame from their choices. They're going to feel so mad at themselves. It's going to be really hard to get over. Those are the things that are going to be hard to get over, and those are the things that they got to work on. And so all of that stuff is going to be going down. That's going to be a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of tension. That is what I believe is what creates the event. So I do think the event is associated to all this, but I think there's a lot of things that go with it. But then once the event goes, if it's a flash, a solar flash or whatever, that's like the, you know, we're off to the races. That's like the new beginning. And as when you know, like, okay, now things are going. And that part, you know, I thought that was accurate, where there's going to be a lot of new towns and cities being built, and we're going to understand what we're doing and everything. So, but I just don't think, you know, like, there's too many parts that still need to play out. Too many things that still need to happen in this storyline that's occurring. So I think that we've got, you know, a little bit more to go before that happens. And then don't forget too, I mean, there's a whole thing with this, the Jubilee and stuff is also going to change with the power company. Like, he's bringing back those other bulbs, because these bulbs cause cancer, so he's bringing back the other ones. Then there's going to be changes in the power, because we're going to go to free energy, so it's going to go more Tesla than Einstein. So we're going to make those big changes. There are going to be changes in the quantum, so in our computer systems, and so there's going to be these big things that are going to be changing. So that was another thing where I wasn't quite in alignment with what she was saying, that all of a sudden we have nothing, because they're already working on the hover cars, they're already working on the med beds, they're already working on all these patents and all of these big things that are about to change. So to me, once this flash goes, once this age of Aquarius thing happens, that we will be in, we'll have some of this stuff. You know, we'll already understand about free power. We'll already, I think, you know, there will already be changes in how we're looking at water, knowing, you know, we need to find fresh water. We need to drill and get our own wells and stuff. We need our own sources of water that hasn't been tampered with. And we may have to go deep for a while. I don't know. But those kinds of things, I think, are going to be playing out over the next year or whatever. I think that's what Donald is all about. He's about getting us ready for what's to come. And that it has to do with the awakening. It has to do with being a catalyst and stuff. So anyways, that's how I see it. But we got to just keep watching how things play out, how it all goes together. and and remember not to worry and stuff, because like when people get all sad, like it is sad, like we're all going to be sad when we lose somebody. There's nothing you can do about that, but you can't stay stuck in it. You have to get it in the perspective at some point and realize, oh well, they're not really gone, they're not really dead, they're just left the game, they left a storyline, and they left a lot of holes for me to try and understand and fill, and a lot of guilt, and a lot of, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I wouldn't have said that. I wish I would have done more of this. I wish I would have done more of that. It's just a process. And it's a process of being able to learn more about yourself. So, anyways, I'm going to be wrapping up. I don't know if this dog means that they're up. Usually, though, she doesn't get up, and she usually stays in bed, especially because it's cold and stuff. She stays in bed and with that TV, and I think is on her phone and stuff in the morning. But, I mean, I think it's this TV, so I don't know. I'm gonna go and check on this download. But that's my plan, is to keep trying to do this, to make these short ones, and then just download them through the day and through the night, and until I get my satellite thing, and then we'll see how that works. That may be just like fucking king of the fucking road for me. So, anyways, let's look at my tooth. Let me swallow my spit first. So, look at that, man. That is so crazy. Like, it's even shocking to me, even though it's happening to me. It's like so exciting. Like, I went through so much fucking barbaric fucking dental shit. And that is fucking cool. So, anyways, is there anything else that I need to say before I go? I can't remember. Just remember, what we're doing here is we're learning how to love ourselves, because that is important. If you don't love yourself, you're just a toxic energy going around, a vampire, energy vampire. You're toxic in some way when you don't love yourself, and you just don't realize it. And that is like why we have so many toxic relationships, when people don't love themselves, that they're just draining to the other person. That's why both people in these toxic relationships feel abused. You're not going to find where one person felt like that was a great relationship and the other person felt like it was horrible. Both people feel it's horrible because both people are being drained in some way, because those are the parts of us that we need to learn. We need to learn how to love ourselves, love everyone, and how to have a loving day, because it's totally up to us. So anyways, I will talk to you later. Bye.